Hello and welcome everybody. Farmer Donkey here. We are on episode 11. It has been a year since we bought this farm. We do have chickens now. I did have to dig a little bit in order to get the feed drop off to work on those chickens. When we left off last episode, I was struggling to get that in, but we did get the feed in there, get them fed. Looks like they ate about 136 liters overnight. They have spawned some eggs, so looking good there. Our oat fields are ready to harvest, so that's what we are going to go ahead and get started on. But we do have our tractor ready to roll with cranking it up. It's a little rough. It's a little cold, but we are good to go on that. Our grass should be ready to harvest next month. So I think the only thing we really have to focus on right now is getting those oats up off the field, and then hopefully getting that field plowed back down again, and we'll see about what we can. Well, let's see, what can we plant? So we do need to look at planting something for our chickens. Let's see. Canola can be planted, but that's not chicken feed. Wheat. Okay, so wheat and barley can both be planted next month, and then they harvest. Well, barley can be harvested a month earlier, so we might throw down some barley. Real quick, let's take a look at the used market, see what is there. Looks like there's a little bit bigger of a grain bin, and then a Valtra and a Kinsey mocktail. And I don't think we necessarily need that size of a cultivator at the moment, but still good to know that it's there. I don't think we're going to get that kind of yield off of it. Let's see. I think I can just lower down and get started. Let me get my steering assist loaded in, and we'll let me make sure. Okay, straw swath is enabled. There we go. And we are harvesting our oats. So we will go through and take care of this. I'm pretty sure if I go ahead and look at our, not quite updated because of the grass, but still not a bad overall. We're still going to be getting a bonus from precision farming, so that's always a good thing, even if it is a little smaller than the 12% we were getting when we did our silage. But we'll be getting straw as well as our oats, so hopefully we can get a little bit of money back from selling oats. That way we can feed our chickens until we can harvest again. So looking at about a year's worth of feed that we are going to have to buy. I'm not sure how much the chicken pen holds, but with it being $1,500 per 1,000 liters to buy the chicken feed, it's going to be a little expensive, but I think we should be able to make that to cover them. But we are going to go ahead and get these oats harvested, and I think I'm going to go ahead and jump into a time lapse to go ahead and do so with you guys. So we will see you guys once these oats are harvested and catch back up with you then. So our first field is finished harvesting. I do think we might go ahead and hire a worker to harvest the second field. That way we can go ahead and pick up straw at the same time. Just so we're knocking out two tasks at once instead of just having our tractor sitting here not doing a whole lot but running the grain cart. So I think that's what we will do, is go ahead and get somebody on the second field and see. Yep. Alright. Then we'll take a look to see how much we got off of this first field. So I'm thinking we got about 11,000 liters. So we might still end up having to sell a little bit because our silo only holds 20,000. But I don't think that's going to be too bad of a deal. I mean, granted, it's not going to be the best price. We're going to have to wait till January to go ahead and get the best price. But Let's see. Let's see if we can get out and see where we're sitting at. Ah, 12,400. Okay, so that's not bad. Definitely was not. I think I will go ahead and drag this trailer down there. That way I have it so I can just do a quick swap when the tank is full on the combine. Trailer's dropped. We'll go grab the board wagon, and then we can start picking up the straw and putting that in the haystack to save onto as well. I'm not sure at the moment when the best time to sell straw is, but definitely do know we want to hold on to it. Oh boy. I hope actually how much. I think we might be stuck. Oh yeah, we are almost full. So let me go ahead and move those real quick. So otherwise we are not going to get any additional. Let me see if I can't just take off these wide tires. Maybe that'll help me get in here a little bit. Alright, customize. Alright, back to standard. Okay, so we don't need the wide tires at the moment. But, oh, see, and we already spawned a pallet of lettuce. Okay. So this is going to be a good amount of profit for us when we do sell this. I think we want to go ahead and save it for now. Just so when we do go ahead to go sell it, we can try and get as much as we can for it. But we might also end up having to sell a little bit early, just to make sure we have the seed and fertilizer that we need to go ahead and throw down more crops. So think if we go with barley, push those together real quick. So I do think, at least on one of the fields, we'll go ahead and plant barley next month. But we might do canola, because canola is still pretty good money as far as a cash crop. And until we get a planter, we can't do sorghum or soybeans. Sorghum is pretty quick as far as a crop for our chickens, and then we could take advantage of doing some oilseed radish after we harvest, or even putting down some grass to get a little bit extra throughout the winter. But as far as being able to feed the chickens right now, But the crops that we can do are going to take a good chunk of the year to go ahead and get to the point where they're grown. Alright. Let's go ahead and hop in here, and we'll start picking up straw. I have a feeling that... That's not what I meant. There we go. Alright. But, I have a feeling that the time it took us to pick up the lettuce and get that situated, our harvester might be getting pretty close to full. But we will have to see, kind of waiting and watching to see when the pipe comes out, and then we'll have to go and switch trailers and go pick it up. But so I think what we might do is, I know we don't really need to plow. We can direct drill and throw our seeds down. And I don't think we can afford a cement factory just yet. And the only cement factory that I was able to find so far is just the base game cement factory. So I know that's what we're going to need for our house, is a couple bags of cement. And I think the small one is around 36,000 if I remember correctly. So we're going to have to save up for that a little bit. But when we do get to that, we are going to want quite a few stones to go ahead and load into it, so we can start getting cement out. I think at that point, when we have that kind of money to go ahead and spend on it, we should be fine just plowing then. So I think what we can do is get away with, oh man, he is booking it around that field. But, yeah, I think we should be fine just direct drilling this season. So we still have to think about getting our trees planted, which, if you haven't yet, definitely go to last episode and drop a comment on which trees you think I should plant, because that is always helpful. But yeah, definitely your guys' choice as far as what trees you want me to plant to build our house out of. And we will see. Alright, so this load is full on straw. I'm pretty sure he's going to be getting pretty full. So I think what I will do is go ahead and unload this straw, and then quickly swap trailers to go empty him out before he gets too full, and in a place where we can't run alongside him. So I really don't want to drive on the crops. Yep, 80% full. See? That was pretty good timing. Alright. so we'll go ahead and drop this trailer here. I think he's actually, yeah, he's got his pipe on the inside. Which way is he going to turn? Oh, that'll be super helpful if he starts going down this row. Yep, awesome. So we will grab him here and run alongside. That way we don't have to run into the issue of trying to empty him while he's going down on the other rows of crops. Alright, and I think that should just about do it. So we'll leave this trailer here and let him do his thing. And we'll come back over here and we will continue to grab straw. Yeah. As far as planting, okay, so what is quick autosave real quick? Alright, so we can go ahead and plant canola, and that'll be ready in July. I think if we go ahead and plant barley next month and have that ready in June, that should, one field should be enough to feed our chickens. At least I am hoping so. So I think with 150 chickens, so they eat 5 liters a day. So I do think it's about, what, 9,000 per year to go ahead and feed the chickens. So as long as we, actually I think I have a mod that'll calculate how much food I'm going to need for them. I don't know if I have to go look at the pen. I might have to. So once I'm full on straw, we'll take a look at the pen. Let's see if it gives us any information. At least I think I activated that mod. I might not have. Definitely getting a good amount of straw off of these fields, so that's going to be good for when we do start getting some cattle. So I think what I might do is save the straw until our haystack is full at 400,000 liters, and then we can start looking at selling straw as well. But that way we also have our straw ready to go whenever we need it. Actually, I think I might keep 200,000 liters of straw and then sell the rest when it's at its highest. Maybe. Actually, before I make too many plans, let me look to see what straw goes for. Okay, so oh yeah, it makes a little bit of a difference between 35 and 49, which I mean isn't a whole lot, but it's enough fluctuation for the price of straw to make that difference. So yeah, we would want to at least save room to sell straw at its highest point. Alright, but we are full, so we'll go ahead and empty this, and we'll drive up to the chicken coop and see what information it is giving us. So I will let that dump, and we'll run up here real quick. Will it give us information? Hey, look, we have chickens. I didn't think that they were going to... Oh no, that's to buy chickens. Never mind. Okay. Doesn't say. Oh, okay, if I come in here. Yep, no, it doesn't give us any more information. It should though. Unless I don't have that mod active. Which might be the case. But I will probably take a look. Yep. I'll take a look here in a few next time I do my jump cut to see if I have that up and running. But speaking of jump cut, or yeah, skip cut, jump cut, same thing. I think we are going to go ahead and do one of those, and we'll catch back up to you once the straw is collected on both fields. So, and we'll let you know how we did as far as our harvest is concerned. So we will catch up with you guys then. So we just finished picking up all the straw, and we got a decent amount of straw off the field. Did run into a little issue with our harvesting. As you can see, our harvester is back up there. But our silo got filled. Thankfully, we still have room in our... We still had enough room in our trailer to go ahead and finish the rest of the field. So, there's that. And I think we are going to go ahead and sell that. That way we have enough money for seed and fertilizer to go ahead and throw down canola. And then we will also need to have seed and fertilizer to throw down our barley next month. So I don't think this is gonna get us enough for both, but I think what it will do is put us in a decent spot to go ahead and do it. So as far as our oats are concerned, we got 26,136 off of both of those fields. And then straw, you can see we're at 171,000. So we're doing pretty good on both. Let's see. Go ahead and sell here. All right. Yeah, that's not bad. 35,000. Actually, we'll go ahead and take the trailer up to the shop. So I think we should get a pallet of seed and then possibly 2 pallets of fertilizer, just so we have enough to go ahead and plant. One of the other things is, if we're gonna go ahead and go the direct drill route, we are going to need to worry about weeds, because direct drilling does do weeds. I'm not sure if they're going to be small or medium. If they're small, great. I think we can afford a small weeder. We'll take a look real quick. We're going to stop off here at Ducky's and top off the tractor because it is running low on fuel. I think we need to get a Ducky's membership card because fuel is adding up. Man. Can you imagine all the reward points from the fuel we use? Alright. Alright, so we're going to need probably 2 pallets of fertilizer, I said. So we'll get that. And then a pallet of seeds. I think I probably, well, you know what? It'd be right here anyway. There we go, pallet of seeds. Alright, so it does look like we will have to sell a little bit just to go ahead and make sure our loan is taken care of. Ooh, okay. Leave one down, and we'll apparently knock around the seeds a little bit. This fertilizer is a little heavy. There we go. Alright, and then I should be able to hook the other fertilizer and seeds, and then should be able to carry that back just fine. As long as we keep it low to the ground. Alright. And then... yeah. Hopefully that stays on that fork. It's barely on there, but should be able to get back to the field and get to planting pretty easily. Oh, I didn't even think about looking at weeders. Okay, so if we can get away, granted I haven't looked in the mod hub as far as weeders, if we can get away with only having small weeds, 6,500 isn't bad, but medium weeds we'd have to look at 36,000 or getting a sprayer, and the cheapest sprayer is 30,000 at the moment. So yeah, Which, I mean, that sprayer would do us decently anyway, if we were to go with that. Just because I think we would save fertilizer. So, but that's going to be something that it's going to take a little bit of investment. It might take our silage crops a couple of times just to save up for that. So we got our harvester. We have a mower that's working just fine. Granted, yes, I would love to have a little bit bigger of one. We have our forage wagon. We just about have everything we need. I mean, I do want a planter, but that can wait until next year anyway. But we are... Alright, so I will... Probably should have dropped the trailer off down at the other end, but I think we'll be just fine. Okay, I will go ahead and fill with seed and fertilizer. We're going to switch to canola for planting. Now, I think we got more off of the far field. So I think that's what I want to go ahead and plant as canola, because this small field up here should be fine as far as giving us enough barley to feed our chickens. So I think I do want to go ahead and get this one planted in canola, just so we have that for income. Okay, and it is planting. Nice. But yeah. So we are going to get this planted, and then I'm going to come back and roll it in between the episodes. But so I think definitely getting canola down is going to be able to jump up our profits just a tad. Actually, let's check how the prices of canola compare to everything else. So canola can get up to 716 per 1,000 liters. I mean, it's a little bit higher than oat. Way higher than... Yeah. So I think that's going to be... because it's almost twice as far as these grains is concerned. So yeah, I think canola is going to be a decent crop for us as far as what we can plant currently. Okay, it is planted. I had to make... Oh, I am getting way off track. Okay. And then if we turn on our map, you'll see that we are putting down a decent amount of fertilizer as well. So, it does look like we're not running through seeds hardly as fast as we are running through our fertilizer, but I think we're doing all right. So we do have a little bit of fertilizer for next month, and then as long as we don't go to too much seeds, we should have enough to go ahead and throw some barley down for our chickens. Oh. Gotta lower down the implement. But I am gonna go ahead and finish up getting this planted, and then we will see you guys all next month. Thank you all for joining us for this episode. If you haven't already, please drop a like and subscribe. It means the world to me. And then we will see you guys all next month. Peace.